Hey, what's up, guys? How are you? Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all doing best at your health. How was your day of trading? Hope it went good. The dollar got stronger today. The bulls were back in power, but the momentum was there for just a while, and then bears got back in the market again. Anyways, hope people made money. Hope some sellers got strong. Some buyers made good profit out of it. So, guys, this today's day, I'm gonna tell you all what this beautiful strategy is, and this is a trend-based strategy, and it's a very beautiful strategy. This works only on H1, H4, and D1. Most of my strategies are only on these three time frames. I don't go for the smaller ones because, as I mentioned in my every video, they are just for gamblers. So this is a trend strategy only for trend workers, trend players. This is not for the range bounders or for range seekers or for small time frame players because I love trend and we play on trend and it is said that the trend is your friend. So play with the trend. If you don't play with the trend, you lose your friend. Simple as that. So this is a trend strategy, and let me tell you all how it works. So guys, these are six moving averages, three on top, three on bottom. This is a moving average of 72, the orange one. It is a high, low, and HLC3. So simple moving average, 72, and high, low, and HLC3. Okay, and this one is exponential high, low, and HLC3, but this is a moving average of 12. So no worries about this. I'm gonna mention in my YouTube description, so it's gonna be clear to you guys that what are the figures and what are the settings of the moving average. So it's gonna be easy for you guys to remember it. So I'm gonna explain you guys how this strategy works and how to play with this and what the ADX does over here. The ADX also has a very important part. So let me explain. So guys, what we will do is we will wait always for the green candle. Now let's talk about bullish. Let's talk about long. We want to go long and we are looking for a buy signal. Okay, so we get a signal when our green candle breaks out this area, it breaks out from the blue dotted line. So we see this much area broke out from the blue dotted line. We will wait for a second confirmation. Now this candle broke out completely from the blue dotted line. So it's simple. We take a buy. We take a buy, and then as soon as we take a buy, we put a trailing stop loss. Now it's up to you guys. You take trailing stop loss of 50, you take trailing stop loss of 150, 200, 300, or whatever. You can just check at your end. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a buy and we're gonna take a trailing stop loss. We're gonna activate our trailing stop loss, and then you see we make good money. Yeah. Now the thing is, people who don't want to use a trading stop loss, they can only exit when the wick or the candle touches at the second end of the blue dotted line. Understood? So people who don't want to take trailing stop loss, they can or they only have to exit if the wick or the candle hits at the lower blue dotted line. So again, they wait for a buy signal. So now this green candle broke out of the blue dotted line. So they wait for a second candle, and then over here, they get the candle gets over, and then here they take a buy. But then, unfortunately, it hits over here somewhere and then they're out. So guys, this strategy is almost like 80% of the time is going to give you big money, and 20% of the time it's just going to hit your stop loss. It's okay, man. It's Forex. So, most of the strategies are not 100% perfect, and none of them are 100%. Forex is always full of risk and full of predictions and unpredictions, and the strategies in Forex are only good and famous if they are 80% of the time giving you profit. So this is one of the beautiful trend-based strategy which gives you profit most of the time. So the same thing goes for short signals for bearish, for sell. Over here now we see that we want to go short, right? So what we're gonna do is the same lies over here again. This candle broke out of the blue buffer zone. Okay, a little bit of the candle was out of the blue buffer zone. And then what happens is this candle breaks out completely. And then we take a sell over here and then we go down completely. And then, if you have a trading stop loss activated, and it's gonna hit anytime depending on your values. If you don't have trading stop loss, then you can just exit over here. But guys, this is gonna give you super duper money if you're playing on big time frames. Like let's see over here, if you take a buy signal over here and then if you start going up, you see that where does the wick or the candle hits the lower dotted line? Nowhere, man. It hits over here. So just imagine if you entered over here somewhere in the market, you're gonna you're gonna make almost like 3,500 points of profit, which is gonna be big money if you're playing on big standard lots. So what ADX does over here, when we guys go for a trade, when we gonna go for a buy trade, we are gonna only take a trade. So before we enter the market, let's say we got all the confirmations and now we are gonna enter the market. We have to see what the ADX is saying. Like for example, over here, this candle broke out of the blue buffer zone, the blue dotted line, and the second candle broke out completely, right? So the ADX is like a rocket as well, right? The ADX shows it's up. So we go for a trade. We take a buy. Most of the time, like sometimes, not most of the time, sometimes what's going to happen is when all your confirmations are perfect or everything is on track, but your ADX is gonna show like that, like flat. That means that you got all confirmations, everything was perfect, everything was in your path, but then the ADX showed you that okay, there was a signal, there is a signal, but then this trade is not gonna turn out for you good because there is no momentum. So it's gonna be like that. Now let's say over here, this candle broke out completely. Okay, this candle broke out completely, and the next candle was a red candle, right? So which means we are gonna wait. We are gonna wait for the third candle. So now the third candle is green again, which means we can take a trade. But what does your ADX says? That guys, this is a weak signal. It is not shooting up. Our ADX should always be like that. It should always be like that, or it should be like that, or like that, or like that, or this way. If your ADX is like that, or it is just like flat, like this way, just like a minus or something, we don't get into the market. We always consider that as a very weak signal. Now, let's see over here. We took a trade. We had the first confirmation, we had a second confirmation, and now our ADX was up as well. And we take a trade over here, and it went a little bit up, but then ADX lost control. So, it got the stop loss got hit over here, or we exit the market as soon as our wick touches the lower dotted line, and we are out of the game, and the same thing the ADX showed. But sometimes what happens is, the market is really in control, and as I said, 80% of the time, 80% of the time, when your first signal, you get the first confirmation, then you get the second confirmation, then what happens is your ADX also shows like a very bullish momentum. Like let's say over here, it went up over here, and then you take a trade over here, and then you make some good money. You make some 700 to 800 points, and then your stop loss hits over here, your trailing stop loss hits over here, and then you're out of the market. And if you don't have a trailing stop loss, you should be smart enough to see the ADX and get out of the market. Do not wait for the stop loss to come over here and make sure you lose all your money. So always see the ADX. When ADX is losing control, just step out of the market. So that's it, guys. Nothing more, nothing less. This is a very simple and a very beautiful, very, very beautiful strategy. And keep one thing in mind, never trade if your market is dancing inside the blue buffer zone. Never trade if your market is dancing inside the orange buffer zone. We only trade when our candles are out of the moving averages. We only trade when it is, when the ADX shows good power. Okay, and we really do not trade when it is Friday, and we really do not trade that when we get a first signal. Okay, and let's say the first signal is red, we want to go for a sell, and the second candle we get red, and then does the second candle we get green and we take a trade? No, the first candle should, if it's red, the second candle should be the same color. If you don't get the same color of the candle, wait for the third candle to get the confirmation. If your third candle is back to red again, and if you see that it's matching all the criteria, the ADX is strong, it's out of the blue buffer zone, there you go, you take your sell. So that's it, guys. It's very simple, very easy, and it's a very money making strategy, and a lot of people love it. This was told me by it was given to me in one of the seminars which I attended in Las Vegas like last year, and I found some of the traders over there playing on hundred and thousand of dollars of their account, and this was the only strategy which they used to use to make their money, and they used to play only on H4 and D1, and believe me, guys, I knew one of my friend who was playing on gold with this strategy, and that guy was on D1. Trust me, on D1, and he didn't his stop loss didn't get hit, or his trading stop loss didn't get hit for almost 1 month, 15 days, and he made almost more than $70,000 just in a month and 15 days, only because of this strategy, guys. And his lot size was also very small. So trust me, this is a very beautiful strategy. Play well, play safe, and just follow the rules, which I just said. And trust me, you guys will never lose your money and you guys will love it. If you guys have any question, anything about the strategy, just drop me on YouTube, or just drop me on email, or drop me in my WhatsApp. I'm there 24/7 available for you guys, making sure that you guys stay satisfied and you guys make some good amount of this out of the strategy. Yeah, so take care, stay blessed, and stay healthy, and have a good day and happy trading. Take care, guys. Bye bye.